A major legal decision has just shifted the political conversation across Nigeria. A court has revoked the bail of former Attorney General Abubakar Malami and ordered his immediate remand in connection with an ongoing money laundering case. The ruling is already raising questions about accountability, governance, and the direction of Nigeria's justice system, both at home and among Nigerians abroad watching closely. Here is what the court decided, what led to this moment, and why this development could have wider national implications. Gunshots are not involved this time, but a courtroom decision has triggered one of the most serious political and legal developments in Nigeria's recent history. A former Attorney General, once one of the most powerful legal figures in the country, has now had his bail revoked by a Nigerian court and has been ordered into remand custody. The decision is raising new questions about accountability, judicial independence, and what this means for Nigeria's anti-corruption efforts moving forward. Stay with me, because the details behind this ruling may reshape how many Nigerians view justice and governance in the country. If you value clear, balanced political updates explained in simple English, kindly like this video and subscribe to the channel. The core of this story begins with a court ruling involving former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. A federal high court sitting in Abuja has officially revoked the bail previously granted bail and ordered that he be remanded at the Kuch Correctional Facility as legal proceedings connected to a money laundering case continue. According to court proceedings, the decision followed arguments presented by prosecutors who raised concerns relating to compliance with bail conditions and the ongoing investigation process. The court reviewed submissions from both the prosecution and the defense before arriving at its decision. After considering the legal arguments, the judge ruled that the earlier bail arrangement should no longer stand at this stage of the trial. This means Malami will remain in custody pending further hearings in the case. For many Nigerians, this development stands out because of Malami's former position. As Attorney General, he once served as the Chief Legal Officer of the Federation, overseeing major legal policies and advising the federal government on constitutional matters. Seeing a former holder of such an influential office now facing strict judicial measures marks a significant moment in Nigeria's political and legal landscape. The charges connected to the case revolve around allegations linked to financial misconduct and money laundering. Prosecutors argue that certain financial transactions require deeper examination under existing anti-corruption laws. The defense team, however, maintains that their client is innocent and insists that the legal process will ultimately clear his name. It is important to emphasize that at this stage, the court's decision does not represent a final judgment on guilt or innocence. The ruling strictly concerns bail conditions and the management of the ongoing trial. The legal process is still unfolding, and further hearings are expected in the coming weeks. Legal analysts say bail revocation is not common in high-profile cases unless the court believes there are compelling legal reasons to reassess earlier conditions. Such reasons may include procedural concerns, new submissions by prosecutors, or issues relating to trial progression. The court did not frame the decision as punishment but rather as a procedural step within the judicial process. This distinction matters because Nigeria's legal system operates on the principle that every accused person remains innocent until proven otherwise. Across political circles, reactions have begun to emerge. Supporters of stronger anti-corruption enforcement view the ruling as evidence that institutions are willing to act regardless of status or former office. Others urge caution, emphasizing the need to avoid political interpretation until the full facts are tested in court. Observers note that public confidence in institutions often depends on consistency. Nigerians have long debated whether powerful individuals are treated differently under the law. Decisions like this naturally attract national attention because they test perceptions of fairness and equality before the law. Beyond politics, the economic implications are also part of the discussion. For Nigerians in the diaspora, particularly those in the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and across Europe, developments tied to anti-corruption enforcement can influence international confidence in Nigeria's governance system. Investor sentiment, diplomatic cooperation, and financial partnerships often depend on how transparently legal institutions function. When courts demonstrate independence and adherence to due process, it can strengthen Nigeria's global image and encourage greater economic engagement. This is one reason why cases involving senior former officials receive attention far beyond Nigeria's borders. Back at home, citizens are watching closely to see how efficiently the judicial process proceeds. Delays have historically been a major concern in high-profile trials. Many Nigerians hope this case will move forward steadily, allowing facts to emerge clearly rather than remaining tied up in prolonged legal disputes. Legal experts also point out that remand custody does not automatically indicate a harsher outcome. It simply ensures the accused remains available for court proceedings while legal questions are resolved. The defense retains the right to challenge the decision through legal channels, including appeals or fresh bail applications if circumstances change. Meanwhile, political commentators are carefully analyzing what this moment represents symbolically. Nigeria is gradually approaching another political cycle, and public discussions about accountability, governance standards, and institutional strength are becoming more prominent. Events like this contribute to broader conversations about transparency in leadership. Civil society organizations have also reacted by calling for calm public discourse. They emphasize that legal matters should be guided by evidence presented in court rather than speculation on social media. Responsible reporting and measured reactions, they say, help maintain public trust in democratic institutions. Another key issue being discussed is judicial independence. When courts make decisions involving influential figures, the public often interprets such rulings as signals about institutional autonomy. Regardless of political affiliation, many Nigerians agree that a credible justice system remains essential for national stability. For younger Nigerians especially, this case highlights how governance and law intersect with everyday life. Decisions made within courtrooms can shape national conversations about accountability, economic management, and public trust. The rule of law is not just a legal concept, it directly affects confidence in leadership and long-term national development. International observers are also likely to follow the proceedings. Nigeria's partnerships with global institutions often involve commitments to transparency and financial accountability. High-profile legal cases therefore carry diplomatic significance as well. As the trial continues, attention will shift toward the evidence presented by both sides. Prosecutors will attempt to substantiate their claims, while the defense will challenge those arguments and present its own explanations. Ultimately, the outcome will depend on judicial evaluation of facts and legal standards, not public opinion. For now, what is clear is this: a Nigerian court has revoked Abubakar Malami's bail and ordered his remand at the QH facility as proceedings in a money laundering case continue. The decision marks a notable moment in Nigeria's legal and political environment, raising questions that extend beyond one individual to the broader functioning of institutions. Nigerians at home and abroad will be watching closely, not only for the next court date but for what this process reveals about accountability and governance in Africa's largest democracy. As always, we will continue to follow developments and bring you clear, balanced updates you can trust. If you found this explanation helpful, kindly like this video and subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future political updates explained in simple, professional English.